it's Holly with Ivy Co-Creations, and today I'm working on a 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos layout, as well as using my H2KAKWS style, and I'm also using Helen Ding's sketch for Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Series 17. She did day 4, and so I decided I was going to use all of the photos that I had for this specific event and put them all on one layout. And this sketch allowed me to do that. So I had this fabulous yellow paper. This paper I have had since I started scrapbooking. And so it is embossed. There are arrows on it. And during the course of the video, I do flip the paper because I'm cutting the sides off, and you'll see the embossing on the back. But I was thinking of doing yellow with the rainbows and the black and white. And so that's what I started with. And I trimmed the edging off of these strips. I keep my edge strips or strips of paper that I cut off to make smaller layouts, etc., etc. I keep all of those in a mason jar on my desk. And it's easy then for me to go through them and find pieces that match. So I was going to use the rainbow side, but then when I flipped it, I really liked the black and white that was happening. So that's the way that I went. I did all of this, put it all down, and got all my pieces stuck down. And then started laying out my photos. I wanted all of my photos on this layout, and I tried my best to cover that middle gap. And so I played with the placement of photos for quite a little while, trying to decide what would go where and still cover the gap best. So I eventually decided to move everything to the left a little bit, and that's where I ran into a bit of an issue. So what I did was I didn't feel like cutting apart another piece of the paper, so all I did was cut a good inch chunk of the pattern paper off and just slide it over to the right. And I did that with all of the border pieces as well. And it definitely turned out better than I was expecting. I had to get a little finicky at the bottom here because there was a paper pad hole that I needed to cut out, and I knew that when I laid my photos down, I would still be able to see the yellow through the gap. So what I did was just stick some white paper in that gap so that the yellow wouldn't be so obvious, and laid down my photos. I can't believe I got so many photos on this layout, and they're not huge. They are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4 for the bigger photos, and then little 2.5 by 2.5 and little 2 by 2s. And once I got them all down, I decided to just stick with the black theme, and I found as many of these black word phrases as I could find to kind of fill in the gaps that I was feeling. I'm also using some 49M Market little edge punch pieces or notebook paper pieces, and I had this long piece, and I didn't want to use it behind a bunch of stuff, so I ended up just using the end to kind of fill in the gaps and stretch that one piece all the way across. Now I love this contrast, the black and the white and with the yellow behind, and then the blue in the photos makes everything pop so nicely, and it's just so nice and bright. I am using printables from Scrap-A-Sketch, and I will have my discount code at the end of the video, so you can go to checkout and use my name, Holly10, for a discount of 10% when you check out. I finally added some little enamel, they're not enamel, but a little dots, and I played with them and their placement for a little bit because I was just trying to get colors to go in the same places and not really duplicate them too much. And that's about it. So please don't forget to check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos, as well as How to Kill a Cat with Style and 30 Days of Sketches. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today.